Bombarded by ads on your Facebook feed, ever wondered why you, who sent them your way and how much they cost? Well, this election year, the Labour Party's signing on to Facebook's advertising transparency rules, which means if it's one of its ads, you'll be able to answer some of those questions with a few clicks of a mouse. The rules are compulsory in the US, UK, Canada and the EU, but not in New Zealand. The Prime Minister made the announcement today while recommitting to what she calls a relentlessly positive campaign that will, above all, be factual. The Labour Party's campaign chair and Minister, Megan Woods, explains why Labour is signing on.
It's really important to Jacinda that we are delivering for New Zealanders the kind of campaign that they deserve. People need to know when they hear from their politicians, when they see content on Facebook, that it's true. And they need to know where it's coming from. This is what New Zealanders expect of their elections, and it's our commitment to New Zealanders that we will adhere to those rules.
So in practical terms, what will the rules mean? What will the obligations be on you?
So there's two separate processes. One is the authorisation. So that means that anybody who is doing paid advertising of Facebook content for Labour or Labour MPs has to be registered with Facebook. And the purpose of this is around being sure of the country the person that's doing the advertising is. So you need to provide your passport or your birth certificate or some documentation. So it's about having that security that it is actually coming from the place where it says it's going to be coming from. The other aspect of it is actually around the transparency, which is when you see an ad that Labour has paid for, not just content that it hasn't paid for, but if it's paid content, you'll see a range, like so we're talking about less than $100 or $1 to $500, a range of how much we've spent boosting that particular ad, who it's been targeted to, and that's in terms of demographics and geography. So you'll see that if it's been targeted to women aged between 18 and 26 who are in Canterbury, you'll be able to see that that's where it was targeted to.
Okay, so you identified truth as being one of the main things that you want to achieve here. What in these rules guarantees that what I'm looking at in your ad is truthful? Because none of those rules apply to the factual content.
No, they don't apply to the factual content. This is one tool that is being deployed in various parts of the world around having, so voters can have some confidence that the ad is coming from where it says it's coming from, that there's an authorised person who is posting it. So that is one critical step. And the second is you know that if you're seeing it because it's paid, you know why you're seeing it. In terms of the factual content, it is no guarantee against that. But what it does do is provide those other levels of transparency. And actually the UK, where this tool is compulsory to be used, but actually was identified that 88% of the ads the Conservatives ran in the last election contained some untrue statements. So it is no panacea, it's no silver bullet in terms of guaranteeing these things, but we're in a modern environment in terms of campaigns. It's changed, and we have to be deploying a range of tools, and this is an important one.
Okay, because the press release from Labour says it's a measure to help avoid fake news, but you're saying there it in no way polices fake news.
No. What I'm saying is that it's one tool that can be part of it. One, you're knowing who's posted it. I think that's a really important thing, and the person is authorised. That these are steps that are being taken to ensure that people can have a bit more certainty. It's not a cure-all, and we're not pretending it is. But what this is we're signing up and we're saying, look, we're committed to running a truthful campaign. We're going to voluntarily sign up to these tools that are there because this is what New Zealanders expect of their politicians and what they expect of their elections. But it also falls back on us and our values to actually be engaging in a campaign that is robust, it's a contest of ideas, but that it is truthful.
Do you think voters, or what evidence do you have that voters care about this data that's now going to be available to them?
Oh, look, we're seeing it in a range of countries across the world where it is being deployed. I think people are increasingly getting their news information via social media channels rather than traditional media outlets. But we also know that there is a growing anxiety with a number of people about what they are being served up on these social media feeds and questioning whether or not they can trust it. So actually being able to know why you're seeing something on Facebook, are you seeing it because a whole lot of your friends have liked it and it's just appearing naturally on your feed through what we call organic reach, or are you seeing it because a political party has paid to target that content at you? You'll be able to see that through that demographic data.
So the Greens are already using this tool. You can search their ads online. Do you challenge all other political parties, including National and New Zealand First, to sign up for this?
Look, we've made a decision about what Labor is doing. This is about the kind of campaign that we're going to run. It is absolutely over to other political parties, the choices they make about their campaigns. We know the standards that we want to adhere to. We know the kind of campaign that we want to run, and we think voters will make decisions based on that. But it is not for me to comment on what other political parties should be doing with their campaigns.